So try again. Fall flat on your face, and maybe one day something will stick. Try again. Fall flat on your face, and if you don't like it, just try something different. So try again. Fall flat on your face, and I know one day something will stick. Try again. Fall flat on your face, and if you don't like it, just grow some beans. Take a step away from the mirror. Look at yourself the way I do. Take a moment and reconsider what you've done and what you could do. Take a step forward, don't linger. Treat yourself the way I do. When your mind's too harsh to be kinder, maybe it's time to start anew. Worries can wait for tomorrow. Now it's time for a break. Sorrows can wait for tomorrow. Now it's time to escape. Take a breather from this madness, beating yourself up like you do. There's no need for all this sadness when you see how much you grew. Worries can wait for tomorrow. Now it's time for a break. Sorrows can wait for tomorrow. Now it's time to escape. Worries can wait for tomorrow. Now it's time for a break. Sorrows can wait for tomorrow. Now it's time to escape. Every night I lay in bed, my eyes open. Every day I think about the things I've done. But let me tell you, it has brought me nothing. So I'll pack my things, we'll move hop and let's be free. Every day we work towards this brand new future.
Hello, chat. It's probably very broken. No, it's working! Look at that! Fantastic. Poggers even. Hello, chat. How are you? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. For starters, I'm still kind of, like, tired and... I almost said wall-eyed, but no, not wall-eyed, but kind of bleh from whatever sinus detritus I had over the weekend. So this might not be a long stream. But we're gonna give it a go, and it's gonna be fantastic. I don't know, I'm kind of tired, so this might be a dog water stream. Also just me, most likely. Koo hates me, so he's not coming. Jake might be showing up at some point. I know he's got plans, so he might be here, he might not. I don't think you guys have been here for all of this. Some of this stuff is new, so I don't know how much you saw, but I've got all of our, like, crafting material. I'm gonna give you a tour. I got, like, all the crafting materials and stuff here. Fish big is up there. That's not really changed. The blast furnace. I don't know if I talked about the blast furnace last time. This took me days. And I don't know if they fixed it in the recent update. We're gonna find out. But if you wanted to make steel and use the blast furnace... So I'm adjusting my headphones. You could... The bottom forge, which I want to go ahead and try this out. The bottom forge, like, well, the only forge, that forge would not... Okay, so it's still not fixed, or whatever. That forge will not light with the blast furnace in place. I've tried everything to fix it. So you have to have the pump running all the time. So, like, I have a clutch out here now, because if we want to make stuff in the blast furnace, this is how you gotta do it. As messed up as that is, like, and you have to have that running beforehand. You can't let anything build up in the crucible. I have no idea why they decided to change it that way, or what's, like, wrong with them. I tried removing the pump, I tried removing the bellows. It's literally the blast furnace. The blast furnace is the only thing that's preventing that forge on the bottom from lighting. That's literally it. I have no idea why it's like that. But then I got all of the create stuff down here. I got the coiling machine. I got the rolling mill. These are all set up so we'd no longer have to pick and choose what's what. Also, I got the helve hammers down here. And all of this stuff, like the helve hammers, the coiling machine, the rolling mill, the belt grinder, the millstone, they're done in pairs of 2, but they're all independent. So we don't have to pick and choose for these ones. The stuff down here, which I'm still I gotta connect that belt, but for the deployer line, the centrifuge, the saw... What is all this stuff? The vacuum chamber and the mechanical crafter, which, by the way, unless they change stuff in the recent update, we actually need these now. Like, they're forcing us to use them, so we might roll back a little bit. You also might see a very exasperated Tri-Blade depending on how this goes. If this goes bad enough, I'm changing the title and we're playing Farming Simulator. That's all that's happening, is we're going to go play Farming Simulator. But we can walk out back here, if I can very carefully, and you can see all of the the create spaghetti I've made. So like this one here, those are the helve hammers. That's for the blast furnace. The other one, which you guys are here for some of this, but that's of course the one for the boilers. This should be for the rolling mill and the coiling machine. This is for the belt grinder and the millstone. And then this one here is for everything else. Then of course all this hoopla. I got running off of 4 wheels now because I realized the way we had it set up was bad and wrong. So that's how it looks now. Look how snazzy it is. We got stuff going on in here. They got them all up. I did try to make them look somewhat organized and somewhat uniform. To a certain extent. Once they came down here, it was kind of, you know, free for all because I wasn't running back and forth up this road, playing with gears, trying to get the ratios right. And then you can see for some things, like to get the rolling mill working, because we're at the limit of 1 watt of the shafts here. I had to speed some stuff down. Like I had to speed the millstone and the rolling mill down. Also, watch me do things the incredibly wrong way. This is variable speed, so this should be high speed, I believe. That's high speed, and then that's medium speed for the different things we need. So tried to set some stuff up right. And this is all of the create stuff and things and hoopla. Blast Furnace is really big now, by the way. It's got its own little canopy cover thing that I just kind of pitched together. But yeah, I have, because watch, if we go down, and I'll show you this. If we go down and we break the blast furnace, right? Do I have a lighting utensil here? There's one. Excuse me? Am I losing my mind, chat? Can we not? Did they change how forges work? If they changed how forges work, we're playing Farming Simulator, chat. Okay, no, that one lights fine. What is happening? Chat, does anyone know what's going on here? 'Cause I don't know what's going on here. What do I need? What am I looking for? Ingot mold. That's what I'm looking for. Give me 4 ingot molds. Is that what the problem is here? No. Is that what the problem is now? Brother. No, it shouldn't be, because the other one doesn't have roof access. He mines, he crafts, he pitches himself off the nearest bridge. Who is he? Hello, fishy. How are you? Now, is that going to go out now that the blast furnace is up there? Is that going to keep consuming? Will it be a consumer? No, it will not. But now, I bet if I break the blast furnace, I can light it right back up. And it'll just keep going. As fine as I can be. I'll give you smooches if it would make your day better. I hate this mod pack chat. I'm losing my mind. Alright, so it's full now. Aw, anything for a fellow bean. Koo never takes me up on it too. It's quite evil. Hello, by the way, Huggy Bear. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. He normally just makes faces at me. He also kind of made a funny face at me when I told him that Stay Gold is basically just Kino but an Uma Musume. He didn't believe me. He is my biggest hater. Hi Rain, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Is that going to consume one? Because this one consumed it. Yeah, this one's still going. Okay, we'll take that stuff out because we don't want to burn all of our stuff. Bean has eye physics? Bean has many physics. The problem is where my camera is. Yeah, okay, that's burning fine. It's kind of not great for tracking. Consume. It's gone out, chat. Anyways, chat, we don't need this for today. This can go in the shame corner until it behaves. All we need is this, I think. I believe. Put the basalt slab back over here. We do need to go take our look at the boilers. Make sure they're not, like, exploding and they all have appropriate amounts of water and everything's full and hunky-dory. Okay. All closed up, all good, all functioning. I don't have a bucket. Oh, that's not the bucket. Alright. So I gotta go check on the other stuff. Look how desolate this place is, chat. I gotta hire, like, a slave or someone to come tear this stuff down for me. I need one of the, like, AI NPCs from Farming Simulator to come tear stuff down for me. And tend to my crops and make my manure. Manure? Compost? I can make my own manure. Everything there's going okay, because we're going to start needing mass amounts of papyrus soon, I'm pretty sure. I still don't think I like the crows. Hey, do you guys want to look at how much rubber Koo's thing got while he's not here? We can eyeball his rubber while he's not looking. Should be a good bit. Oh yeah, did we look at this last time? I can't remember. 700 and... There's a bit of a discrepancy here. The tank itself says 794. And the other says 793 buckets. There's a bit of a discrepancy there. That's the difference between, was it, Boolean and whatever the other one, it starts with an F or whatever. unit type in C++ is. Try How Day, not bad. I consumed much laid-back camp media, and I am incredibly better off for it as a human being. I really can't stand that I can't remember what that the thing I'm trying to think of is. Why can't I remember what it's called? Anyway. Let's go, let's put... I've been slowly trying to burn through my fallen leaves and make them into hummus too for more compost. Noir type Spider-Man with Nicolas Cage. Is Nicolas Cage Spider Noir? Interested, but wouldn't buy Amazon, just watch it. It's Amazon exclusive. I thought Spider-Man was Marvel and subsequently Disney. Technically speaking. Or am I mistaken with that line of thought? Okay. Weak steel, red steel. Get rid of that one, I think. Actually, no, we'll save that then. In general it is? I see. Hello. Hi Dodger, how's it going? You're having a wonderful day. Okay, chat, for red steel we need black steel first. We gotta make... I don't want to make black steel. No. Alright, how bad do we think black steel is? Do we think they changed black steel, chat? Black steel. Hammer can say we gotta get rid of the bucket. I think the bucket came from over here. Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, but he's a Marvel character. Which everyone wants Sony to give back the rights, but we all know that's never happening, yeah. Sony is kind of showing their hand as being one of the, like, turbo greed companies. So yeah, I doubt that's probably never happening. That can go there. Can I put a hand crank on that, or will it like suffer turbo death? I can't put a crank on it like that for sure. Brother. Overstressed. How is it overstressed? Check out this deal. This move, chat. Actually, wait, what if I just... Can I just, like, put... Oh, crap. Can I just put a small gear on the other side? Would that fix my problem? Surely that would fix my ailment, right? Do a small metal gear? It's okay, we'll never be using that anyway. That pump sucks to begin with. If I do that, will that work? Does that spin wildly if I turn the clutch on? No, but that's definitely a safety hazard. That would give me a concussion. I wouldn't be paying attention and I would like walk over and like get in between the arm and the thing. I would just go doing, and then I would be like trying to look over and it would come up and hit me in the chin. How's everyone? I'm doing okay. Feeling better after whatever ick I got in the weekend. Which was just sinus detritus. Sinitis, if you would. Desinus? No, none of this sounds right. Anyway, moving on. I think I asked this once before, but why did you decide to become a bean? Because of a streamer I like. Who stopped streaming. Is the long and the short of it. And then Ku, latching on to this same idea, made this model for me. What am I looking for, chat? We're looking for black steel, and I think for black for black steel you should need weak steel. Okay, I can't spell. My brain is entirely just in the gutter. Black steel ingot is made by high carbon black steel. We need pig iron and weak steel. What is this? Okay. Do we even have pig iron? We need more pig iron, chat. Well, do you want to see the bloomery the blast furnace blast? I gotta revert. I gotta talk to Ku and we gotta pick a version to revert to, man. We'll make a stack, I guess. Flux. Okay, could you actually like split? Thank you. And then I need coke. But not like that kind, but also yeah, kind of that kind. Use the weed whacker today, so now my shoulders are just dead. Oh, we can take 2 more. No, we'll leave it as is. Have that light. Have them go. And I'm pretty sure those are slightly faster than last time, so we might slow those down a little bit. Because I think I got... Which, no, maybe I did already slow those down a bit. Anyways. What's the goal of today? The goal of today is Triblade completes a stream without losing his mind. And also a really low goal of we want to make the LV output bus? Yes, the LV output bus for the blast furnace. Think you've already lost your mind? Silence. Okay, that's going up. There's nothing building up in there. We can go put more stuff in. I have an entirely sane mind. I have only ever been accused of being anything other than entirely sane and with the picture. I'll have you know if... Where do I go with this? Is he giving misinformation on my internet? I have never once said anything other than the truth on my streams. Specifically, this stream in particular. Alright? Like, I'm not out here trying to tell you Compa's like, I don't know, 2B or like 9D rating on whatever that stupid power scaling website is, alright? She's 1C, and that's how it is, man. Girl could take Goku on in a fist fight and wipe the floor with him. I actually don't know any of the power scaling stuff. Try is made of misinformation. Mods, delete that message. I can't have liars out here spreading lies in my channel. I put way too much fuel in chat. That old impossible meme. I want to say I know what you're talking about, but I kind of don't think that I do know what you're talking about. Alright, we're going to let it get some of that out of its system, and then we'll start the next batch. But for now, we'll just let it chooch and do its thing, and look at my wonderful system working, doing its hardest. Don't you just want to sit here and cheer for my little... Oh no, we're probably out of a 2-year, aren't we, soon? Dang. Who put all this pig iron in there? Holy. This is so ridiculously slow. Oh, we need the blast furnace chat. If I'm being completely honest, I have no idea what this machine... Okay, so like, it's a blast furnace, right? So it's like a normal furnace, but really hot. And it gets the metal into a molten stage, and then it mixes it with flux. And then when you're intermingling it with the flux, it binds carbon atoms to the iron atoms. And then they kind of intermingle. And then you have a higher carbon steel, a higher carbon iron that could then be processed into a variety of steel or allied further because you've already got the carbon in there. The only other way would be to take something like, say, cast iron or raw iron, and this is what they originally did, is they would take charcoal powder in specific amounts, and they would put it in there while they were working the blooms of iron. But that might be misinformation, don't quote me on that one. So fancy machine, yes. I was behind in stream for a minute, understandable. I told a story last time about Skyrim treasure foxes, I don't know if you saw. You know way too much about that? Nah. Stuff like that's cool, man. What's the point in God giving us a brain if we're not going to use it for something, you know? We don't have to use it for like everything, and we don't have to be our own localized Albert Einstein or anything like that. But you know, if you've got the mind, you might as well try and learn something, right? Besides, for a while I was thinking about trying to like do blacksmithing as a hobby or something, but I'm gonna be honest. I think large amounts of open flame and my propensity for head injuries and substantial metal machines probably wouldn't mix. So, you know, and I already have the knowledge that burnt hair smells kind of like popcorn. So I don't really want to take it any further than that, you know? Church is why I'm a nerd in Spider-Man-ology. I was gonna try and make a machete out of a lawnmower blade and that stopped after getting the mower blade? What do you mean that why did it stop after you got the mower blade? What are you whatting? What? Is burnt hair smelling kind of like popcorn not a common knowledge thing? Is that what we're talking about, or is it me thinking about becoming a blacksmith? This could have been a blacksmithing channel, chat. I had no tools or anything for the rest of it. I mean, all you really need is some rock wool. Non-flammable, mind you. Would it be rock wool? Yeah, it would be rock wool, wouldn't it? It's some rock wool. You could probably get away with a map torch if you're careful. Some tongs and a hammer and something to beat it on. A grinder would be helpful too, but, you know, results may vary on that one. But we're sort of back to I figured I probably shouldn't get too close to stuff like that, you know. I'd probably get hurt in a really bad way, so, you know. Did you at least get to return the lawnmower blade, Dodger, or was it like a used one? I could probably... Can I do that? I don't really have an effective way to heat. It was old. Okay. Well... Not the end. I used to didn't go buy a new one for it. That would have been a bit more sad. I think that might be enough pig iron. Alright, we're gonna just let this go, and when it gets down, we'll throttle the fuel. So when it gets down to 1, we'll go pitch one off. Found in some bushes. Okay, that's not bad. We're back to, at least you didn't buy a brand new one for it or something like that. That would have been real sad. Okay, let's go. Can I sit in the water and lose some temperature here? Yeah. Should I, like... Beautiful. Beautiful. Get in the frigid, chilly waters of chilliness and don't die. Just get really cold. Alright, we're pitching. I'm gonna go pitch 2 more. One more? 2 more? 2 more in there. 1, 2. I think 2 more will be enough to get us out of this. Excuse me? Where's my fuel going? How is the fuel not getting in the blast furnace? How is that not in the blast furnace? In what miserable existence did that not... How? Excuse me? Why does nothing ever do anything that is good and pleasant and helpful? We're rolling this pack back to what it was, like 0.9.11 or 0.9.08 or something like that we started at. We're rolling it back next week. Oh my goodness, there's so much pig iron in there. Shame corner for the blast furnace. Okay, we'll let that warm up. We can put the cast. I believe we should be able to put the cast iron in the flux back. Put that away. That leaves in there. Okay, we'll go put this stuff back. I would say I'm gonna work on like tearing some of that stuff down in between this week and next week. However, I recently got the new farming simulator game, and that's kind of been my morning wake up and convince myself that I actually need to go to work game. And I'll be real with you, chat. It's been treating me better than TFG has with all this update nonsense. Oh, I can't. Are we burning through steam, or are we making more steam than we're making? Okay, we're still producing more steam, which is good. More steam, more better. Okay, we're also gonna need to go around and refill some lanterns. Which, that is something I gotta work on. Slowly but surely is a better... Like, we gotta get more blue steel lanterns. Okay, put that one there. Cause this filling up lamps with creosote junk is getting old. Like, we've got boatloads of creosote, so it's not the end of the world. And this is the biggest use it's been getting so far, but chat, it's so much of a pain. You know how awful it is to have to go top off all of these lanterns? Like, at least every other time you play. It's misery, I tell you. Okay. That's empty. Okay, so we can turn those off for now, just to save on fuel. Okay. Now, that's pig iron and weak steel. And then for weak steel... Got this, listen to this. Got it written down on paper in the real world. So I don't have to do math every time. Okay, for black steel, we need... Sorry, for weak steel, we need 2 ingots nickel, 2 black bronze... Okay, I kind of hate that I swapped out where I was going. 2 nickel, 2 black bronze, and 6 steel. I don't know that we needed this much pig iron, but okay. So we need... Which one of y'all is nickel? Didn't nickel look... Okay, there's that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make 3 sets of this crap. Didn't nickel look kinda icky? That's zinc, that's antimony, that's tin. We not got any... Here's the nickel. Oh, that's the nickel. 6 nickel. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it'll go... Okay, what is up with that? And then... Sorry. The way my mind works is an enigma. Yeah, we gotta shut this off. Otherwise it's gonna get us into trouble. Who's gonna come back and ask why the crucible is clogged again? Actually, that can stay on for right now, I guess. I don't wanna be known as the crucible clogger. That's not supposed to go in there. I think that would be quite embarrassing, even, to be known as the clogger of crucibles. I think that by some metrics that could even be considered a fate worse than death. Thank you. Steel. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. Beautiful. And I think this is the only thing we need weak steel for. I think. Could y'all heat up any slower? Okay, we're waiting on that guy and then we'll empty it out. Actually, no, we could fit all of this in one. We don't have to be emptying it every single time. We could empty every other time. Watch, I'm gonna mix this together and it's gonna throw everything out of whack somehow. Just because this game hates me and it loves to spite me. You're kind of annoying in my ear, you know that. Go on. Go on. Get in there, Nickel. Good. Okay. Oh, nope. It's still got weak steel in it. Brother, how? Okay, now it's empty, so we can shut that off. We'll keep that going for now. And then we want to go over here to the alloy alloy smelter. Put you in. Then you guys can go back in there and think about what you've done wrong. Polarizer, wire mill assembler, canner. Should I do this in the oven? No. If only. Then you just get beat up, right? Yeah. beautiful. I'm also pretty sure those are slightly faster than they used to be. But that's beside the point. They're so slow. Oh, they already had 12. I saw the raw iron down there and I was getting real scared. And trying to figure out if they were like... if there was something I didn't know about going on there. Okay, so that's our black steel, and then red steel. High carbon. So much black steel. Oh my goodness. I don't wanna the black steel so bad. Okay, give me the black steel. Give me all the black steel. Red Steel 2 was great. You should play it. Is that like a song or something? Because I can't. I'm not a musician. I can't play, brother. What do you mean, Red Steel 2? I haven't even finished with Red Steel 1. Wii game. Oh, that explains why I didn't know it. I don't know it. So you're out here expecting me to just play a Wii game. 1 sucks, but 2 is good. Is this how, like, Disgaea 1 apparently is dog water? But Disgaea 2 is like the greatest thing known to mankind. The personal gift of NIS America, or NIS, you know, good old Nipponichi, to the world. But number 1, don't touch that sucker with a 10-foot pole. That sucker, he's got the plague. He's got syphilis, necrosis, esophagus. I think there's another fish in this gosh darn wasteland. Sorry, bud. He's probably got like it's a good disease. Typhus. That kind of, is it that kind of a thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which, who's out here, by the way, trying to tell me that Disgaea 2 is like the greatest thing in the world? And I don't know, man. I'm not so sure. I think he might be yanking my proverbial chain. Did they change the texture of mahogany? They changed the did they change the texture of mahogany? Is nothing sacred in this household? Not even mahogany? Goodness. Oh no, I only need one of those. Sorry. Ain't nothing safe in this household. Are you gonna start boiling? Thank you. Yes. Alright, let's go take a look at our stuff. Getting kind of hungry, chat. I'm thinking about... Goodness, that's loud. Kind of like moon pie things that the local ShopRite made. But one's made with like actual like cookies and stuff, not like the that one brand of fake stuff. Well, not fake stuff, but like, who is it? Little Debbie? I don't think that's what I'm thinking of, is it? Man, I can't remember this stuff. I'm cooked. Maybe I should just try to give up on remembering stuff. I should just, you know, fully commit to being a goldfish, mentally speaking. I think that might be very, very poggers of me to do. Eat the raw potato. Thank you. Anyways, chat, the power went out here this morning, and not just for me, like literally the entire town had no power. And I was thinking, of course, I had been watching, well, not watching, but I had been reading a lot of Laid Back Camp over the weekend, so that's about all I felt like doing. Was rotting and reading. And then I was looking, and I kind of want to get, like, from Laid Back Camp, if you know who it is I'm talking about, like, the little, like, the, very small collapsible, burners. Hobs, even, you might know them as. I kind of want to get one of those. Because at least that way I could have, like, tea or ramen or something, because we have an electric stove in my household. So we don't get to cook if there is no power. We get sadness, sorrow, and a trip to the nearest Wawa that still has power. I was looking, and some of them aren't that expensive. I can post a picture of what I'm talking about. But like, there's the little ones that sit on top of the they're like natural gas or propane bottles. I don't want to get one of those. I thought they would be cool. I might get one. I might set myself on fire with a propane burner. Cooking, you know. Not cooking, but trying to make tea. I don't know what those... Or is it like butane? Oh, they might be like butane or something like that, huh? Does it tell me it boils 1 liter of water in 3.5 minutes? That doesn't help me. I don't know how much water a liter is. Okay, it's isobutane fuel. Okay, that answers my question. It's butane, chat. And then, bam, bam. Go on. Start boiling. Do your thing. No, I can't use that doorway. I can't be caught using the coup door. I'm above that. I like to treat myself better than the coup door. Okay, this is getting us a lot of black steel, isn't it? Holy, hey, get in the help hammer. Get held. Also, chat, the next game up for Mondays. So I'm thinking with recent events and recent findings, LCE might go out to pasture for a little bit. But I was thinking, with my mind, vintage story might be cool. But that's kind of, another one that might be like this. In this, like, it's gonna be more like TerraFirmaGreg rather than TerraFirmaGreg. But it's gonna be another one where it's gonna be like a slog at times. But hopefully a fun slog. A slog we could all get behind, even. Hopefully. Still didn't change the color of porridge. I think they had to have changed the texture of mahogany. I don't remember it being that speckled. I don't remember it looking like a payday that's gone, you know. It's a bit past its date, you know. You ever seen those? You ever opened a payday and had it be questionable before? I have. I threw it out. Sometimes you gotta pitch stuff out on the basis that it's sus, and you can't be doing sus. I've learned far too many times in life, people don't do that. Sometimes the people don't throw out the sus thing, and they really should. Even, well, probably especially in like industrial settings, they don't sell the sus, they don't get rid of the sus things, chat, they just sell those. Be suspicious of the food you buy. It's in your best efforts and interests. Can I just eat a raw fish? Can we eat raw fish and not get sick? Oh, poggers. I love raw fish. Chat, where's my door? Oh. That's weird. What an odd happening for my door to suddenly kind of not be a door. Okay, go in there just some kind of carrying a partial stack of stuff. Okay. Now, in order to make red steel, according to my paper, which actually, break time is on us very imminently. We need 5 black steel, 2 steel, 1 brass, and 1 rod. 1 ingot, 1 rod of brass and rose gold. Oh, that's bronze. Okay, so give me brass. Rose gold. How do we make rose gold? That's silver and gold, isn't it? Liquid gold. And liquid copper. Liquid gold. Liquid copper. Okay. Fire the forge up, Forge Master. Actually, we'll do that after I get back from my little breaky poo. So, let's go over here. Okay, I'll be back in a couple moments. Please stand up, stretch, use the bathroom, especially drink water and such things. If you haven't in a while, I'll be back shortly.
He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. He has sounded forth
forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free. For God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. He is coming like the glory of the morning on the wave. He is wisdom to the mighty. He is honor to the brave. So the world shall be his footstool, and the soul of wrong is safe. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Our God is marching on. I have seen them in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His day is marching on. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Oh, chat. We might only go on for another hour or so, because I'm kind of sleepy. Oh. So I don't know. Maybe if Jake makes it before then. Regardless of though, next break is going to be a longer because I gotta feed the puppies. Alright. Now. Did I like this? I did not like this. So it was... No. That's one of you to a bunch more of you, right? Question mark? I got any gold rods in here? Got brass bolts. Got some gold nuggets. Do I have any, what kind of gold ore we got going on in this household? Poor native gold, that's what I want, right? Yeah. Boom. Nuggets, please. Many nuggets, even. Okay. And then we'll come over here. So what, 1 to 4? Sigh. We won't even. We're not questioning it, chat. You don't get the gift horse and then look it in the mouth. You just roll with it. You accept the gift horse, and you say nothing about it or its questionable dental record. Okay. And then I want you, I believe. High speed, which would be you. Make me. Yes, 2 of each? Question mark? Yeah, 2 of each. 2 of each. Yeah. No one tell Ku about what I'm about to do, by the way. What I'm doing right now, you are not seeing. Could understand? Oh! Did I pick up one? I did pick up one of those rose gold ingots, didn't I? Okay. Beautiful. No one saw anything of what just occurred. Nothing happened. There is no, you know. I was trying to make a pun about the copper. Okay. Shut that off. Now. Now. Let's empty that out for starters. Oh, kabam. Kabam. And then we need 5 black steel, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 brass, 1 rose gold, 1 rod, correct? Oh, and we need 2 ingots of steel. Is that on? No, that's not on. Steel. Wait, were those really ugly ones? Those are kind of yucky looking ingots. I will never understand why they can't just roll with the normal style of Minecraft ingots, you know? Is that too good for them? Is that what the problem is? If I take this off, will it help? Yeah, a little bit. That's the secret in life they don't want you to know about. If you're working a hot forge, you can just take your clothes off. And then the forge will be not so hot. Okay. Beautiful. Weak red steel. My beloved red steel. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then we'll wait till we have 5 slots open. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this will get welded with black steel. So let's go set that up, I guess. Bam, bam. If that didn't work, you were gonna see a grown man bawl his eyes out, chat. My eyes bald. And on the floor. We're gonna make 4 batches of this stuff, by the way, chat. So we gotta start making things in larger quantities. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Because, it's kind of annoying to me at least to have to kind of constantly make bits and bobs of stuff. I think we need weak red steel for literally anything. Okay, and then you can come over here and get the snot bee out of you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come on, come on. Fill, 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 fill. Please. Melt. Kindly. Beautiful. And this should get us 40 red steel. Which should be enough red steel to set us up for a little while. Not as long as I would like, but an acceptably long period of time. Unfortunately, not long enough to get to the blast furnace either, I fear. Because that would be too easy. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Go back up, go back up, go back up, go back up. Melt, 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 melt. Thank you. Alright. Your services are no longer needed. You may perish now. You have outlived your usefulness. We also have actually a pretty good bit of black steel left over too. Shweet, 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 shweet. And then let's go over here to get the red steel back out. Okay. Now we can come over here. Okay, we can put all of this crap away. Actually, you go in a different crate. You go down there. Now you can go back in there too. You can stay there. You can stay there. We need all this stuff except for the input bus. Now, LV output bus. It is you, right? Yeah, electronic blast furnace. Yeah, okay. Liquid blue, polyfluorine, bakelite, polyethylene. Yeah, okay, and it needs to be set to LV machine hull. Do I not? Okay, I already have an LV machine hull. Wait. Okay, machine casing. Also, chat, am I hallucinating in being pretty sure that The recipe for a machine hull used to be, what, 2 steel, 1 red steel. Like, this used to be inverted. This used to be cheaper. Can someone back me up on that? Prove me not to be wrong for a change. Thanks. Okay, we also need to make a crate. That's got stuff in it, right? I cannot help you here. You could just take my side. Okay, we gotta make a crate now. Which is 4 planks, 4 screws. Screws. I made, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Did I not have a bunch of planks somewhere in here? Did I use all the planks I had? Off to the forest. Sure, you cannot be wrong. Thank you, Fishy. I always knew I could believe in you. You truly are a great pal. The next time you're unfortunate to play a game with me, I promise to try and cause you the least amount of grief of all the people I cause it to. Yeah, sure. I'll put a shash. I'll put a shash there. You know, Krumel and everyone else will be ripping their hair out, but you'll just kind of be like mildly perturbed at me. Alright. You gotta get a forming press or something in here too. I'm tired of this pleb crafting of things. We gotta get a saw thing in here. We need a full-time saw maker. Oh, come on. What is a game without a little chaos? I suppose. Assembler. Set to 2. Excuse me? Am I in brain? 5. Oh, I can't believe I would mistake a 2 and a 5. Who would be so silly as to mistake a 2 and a 5? Where's my bucket full of glue? Does anyone know where my glucket went? Sorry, I can't call it that. That sounds yucky. Oh shoot, was that the bucket I put on the ground? Was that my glue kit? No, that's just an empty bucket. Put cog away. No one look at me immediately having to backtrack on literally everything and anything I do. I think we want like 12. Yeah, we'll go with 12 glue, chat. 12 glue? Question mark? Yeah, 12 glue is a nice number of glue. If you had to pick a number of glue, you would pick 12, right, chat? Why are there... Chat, the glues are different. The glues are not intermingling. Okay, we forcibly intermingled the glues. I don't care about that, so It's disgusting too. Oh, shut up. I just want you to know, Chad, that whenever you see me walk into stuff in the game, let it be known I'm the exact same way in real life. I will just walk. I just walk into stuff constantly, and I can't even use the excuse of like, oh no, it's my glasses. You know, they mess with my peripheral vision or something like that. I literally just cannot walk without walking into stuff. I am entirely cooked. Okay, and now we set you to 2? 2. Programmed circuit 2. We put the glue in. Bucket of glue. I don't have peripheral vision unless emulated counts. How would you emulate peripheral vision? Would you wear like would you have like a mirror? How would that work? Would you have mirrors? Would you use mirrors? Question mark? Going. Okay, so we have the machine casings, the Cooper-Nickel coil, the input bus, the output bus. Oh. Approximation with use of lights, shadows, and object relative size. I'll allow it, but I don't understand the concept. But you can... Hey, is my bean like... Okay, he's kind of like me. He's spaced out for a second. Even if I don't necessarily know what... Okay. You need an LV machine hull. Anyway. Maintenance hatch. Okay, and then we're gonna need that, which is... Okay, that one definitely used to be... what's it called? Raw iron. Chat, they're changing stuff on me and I can't take it. My poor little gankle brain cannot comprehend. TLDR and Yellow 5? Yellow 5? I don't have natural depth perception, so I just look at stuff and guess if I am far enough. Does that work for you? Yes. Thank you for explaining things for dent havers. No, you could probably make a career out of that if you're dedicated enough. Brother, what? Chat, just put me out of my misery, man. Okay, we're gonna make those into make some steel in a second too. I'm sure there's somewhere in the world where they got enough dent havers where they gotta have like special classes for them or something, right? You could be like how in, you could be the Dent Whisperer. Wouldn't that be something? Maybe the dents are why I have no peripheral vision or concept of things around me. That might explain a lot of things, huh? Maybe I should go back to that doctor and ask him to check and make sure everything's still there. Because I'm beginning to think they might have missed something, and that thing they might have missed was the fact that everything was missing, you know? Okay, stop hitting. I gotta rebind that shaders reloaded nonsense key. Okay, so make me 2 of those just because. LV machine, okay. And the next thing we need is a crowbar. So what do I need to make a red steel crowbar? A slew of dye. Do we use charcoal powder? Graphite powder would make it blue. Do we make the blue crowbar, chat? We've got blue, pink. We might be able to do green. We could do brown. Might be able to do orange. Definitely do yellow. I think we should do, I think we do blue. Blue is kind of strong. Yes. It's also kind of expensive, but that's never stopped me before. I look at what your mod pack entails, and I think Krumel would have a field day here. Me and Fishy? Could you just shoot me now, chat? I clearly am entirely insane at this point. Me and Koo already tried to convince him to come play with us. And he turned us down and then made his little nerd pack where he could be the dictator instead. He could have just said no. That would have been a more reasonable thing to say. But then again, he is German, and they don't always do the most reasonable of things, you know? Germans are not the most reasonable of people, contrary to what they might want you to think. Oh, we need a saw? Saw. Oi. Oi. Maintenance hatch. Is he really a dictator here? One shot and he'll be dead. I do like to shoot very close to him just to remind him how mortal he is. Yeah, but like, you're not a dictator isn't strictly measured by their, their immortality. You know, all dictators will, leave this earth at one point or another, right? Look at my blue crowbar. This is my crowbar, by the way. It's staying in my bag with my stuff. And if anyone touches it, I'll get really cross with them. Oh, maybe they're not changing things. Maybe I'm just retarded, chat. Imagine someone with a dent having issues with thinking and deeper thought. Wow. What an interesting concept, huh? Hello, Precarious. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful night. Maybe one time you should accidentally be lining up on Krumel and go, Hoo-shoo! And, eviscerate him. Thanos him, turn that man into atoms. Finish, 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 finish. Oh, thank you. Very kind of you to do that. Okay. We now have the maintenance hatch. Do we want a muffler hatch? I guess we'll make a muffler. Muffler. Okay. For that, we need another LV machine hull, which means we need more wire, which means we have to find more tin. We need more rubber, but we can't make more rubber because we're using the alloy smelter. And we can't make rubber with this stuff yet because it's too low power. You can't make rubber in ULV tier ULV? LV, ULV, whatever tier nonsense that is. It has to be MV or higher, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm not cross here. Whoever would be cross with a video game couldn't be me. I've never once been upset at a video game. I consider create ULV I mean, technically, we're in LV, I believe. Yeah, we're in LV. But I'm pretty sure we need MV for some reason to be able to extrude rubber. Yeah, we need MV to be able to use our extruder. Could use a fluid solidifier. Could start burning through Koo's rubber when he's not looking at us. You wouldn't notice. Taking a pause on the red steel production. Nope, you don't go in there. You go in there. That's almost close. That's dumb. That's what I'm saying. This is my first time playing Pac-Man after a year or so. The new early game is brutal. Yeah. I've been thinking about rolling back the version that I'm on. But I'm also realizing that it might be me that's the issue, which who could have guessed that I would be the... Hey, could you, like, behave thing? Is that a little bit better, Bean? Am I gonna have to mess with my... Is that gonna go over okay? Yeah. I've been getting quite a few people coming in over, you know, the many streams I've been doing, talking about how early game is brutal. And, yeah, early game is insane. And I almost, limited SU thing is cool in concept, but in practice it's just spamming windmills everywhere. Yeah, we actually settled on, I want to say it was because of the fabric limitations for how we set up. We use water wheels. Now, our system, if you check back like 5 streams, if you were so inclined, which I encourage you, please, don't look. You'll have an aneurysm. We've been using water wheels this whole time for our create power. Or create power. Because we settled near-ish to a river. Like, near enough for it to be feasible to power all of our stuff. What in the world is that? What do you mean, what in the world is that? This is how we power all of our create stuff. Our health hammers, all that stuff. And we just run them down these long shafts to, you know, where they get ratioed into their proper speeds and sent inside. That's a lot of shafts. Yes, I know. And then they come in here to all their stuff. And then look at all these other shafts. I made a bunch of shafts and then realized I didn't need to. Which I would recommend early game. If you didn't want it, the cheaper solution comparatively to windmills is water wheels, but that does require you to settle near a river. However, if we had set up maybe here, like in, can I like highlight it? No, I cannot. If we had set up more in this area rather than over here, it probably would have been really good. You're a Greg Tech New Horizons player by any chance? No, for better or worse. I've thought about it. And I kind of want to. But I think that I don't have the time with the current plans for Minecraft and stuff like that. I have to fight all my instincts to not bulk craft everything early game. Yeah, that is a thing. Is you kind of gotta throttle yourself a little bit. But yeah. A fair reason. Yeah, like I have to pick and choose what mod packs I'm gonna spend my time on, and currently this is the one absorbing a lot of my time. But also pace and other things are important. So like if I play too much Minecraft in general, like for me, I'll just get burnt out on Minecraft as a concept and go away and do something else. So I gotta kind of throttle myself. But also, I kind of am thinking about picking up a Vintage Story sometime soon. And that's going to be another thing that's sort of like TerraFirmaCraft or TerraFirmaGreg. Hopefully not as bad as TerraFirmaGreg, but that's also going to be like a huge time sink kind of thing. But, so, anyway, no, I'm not a Greg Tech Horizons player, in short, and probably won't be. Okay, we're in here, we're looking for an LV machine casing. Oh, I already have one of those, don't I? Yeah. Okay. And then I believe we have we already have normal bronze fluid pipe, don't we, in here somewhere? No. Bronze plate. What does a man need to get a normal bronze fluid pipe? I don't want to look at tin rotors. Man needs a hammer. And then 4 plates, a ring, and a screw. Oh, never mind. I'll just already have a tin rotor. I've been meaning to try out Vintage Story for years now. I haven't bought it yet, but I am probably gonna pick it up soon. Okay, tin cable, copper wire, copper rod, iron rods. You. Is that enough? Yes, it is. What are you doing for Greg Tech Power? Boilers. I love boilers. I love boilers so much. I'm actually scheduled in real life to get a license. Not scheduled, but I gotta take my application in so I can get a boiler license. So we're doing steam boilers for right now, specifically solar boilers, because it's a system that we can just set up and have it run and do its thing. And we've not had to do literally anything with this system. We've got a buffer for the steam it produces. We've got a buffer for the water it needs. If we come out back here, you can kind of see. That's the water wheel that powers the create pumps that are right there. And they send water up here. They send it somewhere else, but that's beside the point. But they send it up here. I was thinking of the same thing. I'm going to be honest with you, at least for now, for early power, this system has been great. The only downside is it's something you're either going to... Well, we're going to have to scale up soon. Or we're going to have to build a lot of buffers. Like, we pretty quickly discovered that we needed this battery buffer here. Otherwise, if we were trying to use anything more than, like, one of these machines at a time, the whole system just could not keep up. So, we put a battery buffer in with the steam turbine. As well as a steam buffer up there. And it kind of just works. EBF is going to be tricky as well. That's what we're working on. I'm working on right now is getting stuff together for my EBF. I think I had 16 solars and a bunch of buffers last time. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to scale it up that far. That's something I'm going to have to, I'm trying to, as we sit up here in the boiler room, I'm trying to do a little bit of planning ahead, but not too much, because if you go too crazy with it, when the time to cross the bridge comes, and for whatever reason, whatever you plan doesn't or can't happen anymore, it's kind of, annoying. So I'm just trying to, cross the bridges as they come. It's barely enough for 1 EDF. We don't need much here, alright? We're just trying to do little things. Though the main thing right now is I'm trying to get freaking steel working. Like, a better way to make steel and stuff like that. And process aluminum. But I mean, we got this entire, factory space we made to fill out, so we can pack some stuff in here. And we've got, the plan is if we need to, we can expand that way really far, and we could also expand that way really far. We could expand up or down as needed. So we're not exactly, struggling for space, so we can do, kludgy things, I could run another, I could run a steam line out there, and we could run it out here somewhere, and put a steam drop in, and have that supply more turbines and more battery buffers to supply it. If need be, I could add in another steam buffer somewhere. I could probably put another one in, there. If I had to. So I think we could make the system work enough with some hokey pokey doings. But like I said, I'm trying to not cross these bridges before I get to them, because it's just gonna be kind of annoying otherwise. Ooh. So I might wrap up here in a few minutes, chat. I'm getting quite sleepy. I mean, we did do some stuff. We made the muffler hatch, we made the maintenance hatch, we made the output bus. I think... all we would need are, all we need are the what's it called? We need energy hatches and we need the fluid hatches. So we're pretty close. You have fish in your base? Well, there's fish big. And then, fish normal. This is mostly because... honestly, I'm kind of tempted to leave it here just for the sake of food. But, it's kind of Koo's job to finish the floor. And I'm not much for doing other people's work for them. Maybe I would be nicer if you responded better to my attempts to gaslight him into drawing. Which is something he actually likes to do, but never wants to do it. I would be tempted to do some of his work for him, but as of right now, he's on his own. Unlimited fish is pretty nice, yeah. I mean, we do have, at least during the summertime, the fish out here are really nice, but, you know, wintertime is kind of a thing. We could slaughter a pig. We could reenact one of the scenes from Ascendance of a Bookworm. Oh, look at the little lamb! Look at the little guys. I don't like the way you're like stiffing me like that, bro. I'm gonna go over here away from you and your little fidget thing. Little freak guy. So we could do that for food during winter. The problem is we don't really have an effective way, I think, for us, which we might be able to salt it, of preserving the food just yet. I'd have to look, because we can use, is it the fluid solidifier, I believe? To make salt. I almost wonder if we could make a create system down there to pump salt water here. And then just have our own salt maker here. Is there a sprinkler for the greenhouse? Yes, but we are poor. We have spent all of our time and resources on technological advancements, not agrarian advancements. Like, this used to be the old workshop, by the way. Can we break that yet? Did they bring it back? No, we can't do anything with it yet. Grr. Saltwater blacklisted from the normal create pump? I have no idea. I haven't even tried it. But the point is we can use that to make salt, which means we might be able to make salt pork or something like that. We've got an automatic. You can't see it because he's blocked it in so well. But this is Koo's contraption for better rubber harvesting. Look at all those create pumps, and there's still more on the other sides. To harvest rubber when the season is right, so we don't have to sit there and empty barrels constantly. There's a tree in there. There is a tree in here, believe it or not. This is all Koo's contraption. He's got, what, 2 water wheels, I think, in there? There's a water wheel there. There's a water wheel there. Yeah, he's got 2 water wheels. Powering all of these create pumps. And yeah, look, there's what was right there where I'm looking. There's a tree right there that he grew, and he like used pistons to piston it around, and then started putting pumps on there. Because apparently if you change the Y level of the taps, it doesn't calculate the same. So he did that. That's his contraption, and I'm gonna be real with you. It worked really well. He outdid himself there. I'll forgive him for designing this awful workshop and then us immediately outgrowing it. Oh, that lantern went out. How dare it. Okay, pull that out. Which I am, don't let him hear this, or let him hear this. Maybe it'll, you know, make him actually respond well to things. I am having a great time playing this with Koo. Oh, another one went out. So you attach the tap and then move the tree to trick the tap. No. You move the you move the tree because Havia trees don't grow in a vertical line. Here, I'll show you. 3x64 dragon breath vials. I can kill the dragon now, I guess. Congratulations, Fishy. You are the dragon slayer. So like the one he has over there, I'm pretty sure is that's 5. I want to say 7 or 8 blocks tall. But they don't really grow that tall all the time. So what he did was he took some of the branch logs and pistoned them so they were in a straight line. And then, is it still down here somewhere? Oh yeah, look, that's one of his experiments gone wrong. He found out that if you stack them vertically, so like, you have one tap there, and then you would 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 have one tap there. And you just kept going up like that. It didn't calculate it the same as if you put like, you know, there's that tap there, and then you put another one here, and then you put another one here, and kept them all on the same block. It just has to be on the same tree, quote unquote, to the game. So it's a perfectly vertical tree. He just pistons in the branches, so it's, you know, straight. If he were here, I would have him explain, but he turned his nose up at TerraFirmaGreg today. Holy flip. Yes, yes. What's wrong? I did it. I landed a meteor on the dragon. Are you an anime character now? Dropping meteors on people? Isn't there a Fate character that drops meteors on people or something like that? I did not record it. You just gotta do it again, Fishy. It's easy as. Just go do it again. I believe in you. You're a professional. I used trident with riptide and water to launch myself upwards. 500 blocks! That's so many! Then use the mace to one-shot the dragon from the air. I was trying for like 15 minutes already. Holy cow. That's so crazy. Fishy, you're insane. You're cracked. This is why you're a VIP in my chat. You're simply built different. Let's put the wrench in the hammer back. It's easily terminal velocity, if not water. I would be dead already. Okay, where's my bronze? Okay, that can go in there. That all can go in there. Put this stuff away so the next time I don't have to go finding it. I'll be nice and put the crowbar out there. So you can negate fall damage with the mace, but you have to land. What happens if you land on, do you have to like land on your feet, or is it anywhere you land? Can I land on my noggin? Okay. I hate the birds, chat. I gotta figure out how to shut the birds off. They do not add to my experience. But yeah, let's go pour one out for bucket number 1. Land hit on enemy. Oh, I would be so cooked, chat. I would not be able to do that. I am not. No. Okay. You guys want to make some whiskey? So we gotta start another stack of whiskey. Vintage rum. Okay, so we need what? 20 rye? I believe. Where's the rye? 20 rye. No? Is it more than 20 rye? Or is it flour? Oh, it's flour. Okay, let's go make some flour, chat. We'll make some. We'll start some more whiskey and then I'll end stream. Another caveat is if you miss a hit, your fall damage bonus is also reset. Ooh. So no spamming mid-air either. You would literally, if I were to try doing that, you would literally just see a stream of, you know, Tri-Blade fell from a very high place. Oh, that's right, that doesn't do that anymore. What can I use to process this into flour? A quern and a food processor. Do we have a food processor? We do have a food. No? Do we really have a food processor? Ugh. So doing quick maths. At 1,000 blocks height, I do 635 raw damage, or 317.5 hearts. 100 blocks is enough to one-shot a dragon, but my trident kind of too jacked and yeeted me too far. One of the reasons I don't need fireworks for elytra unless in nether. Goodness. Does rain just accompany you around? Is that how it works? Are you a man made of rain? Does it just follow you? Could I simply have you walk outside through my garden and have it be perfectly watered? Also, that's insane amounts of damage, fishy. That's like ludicrous amounts of damage. If it rains, I don't even use elytra anymore. I just fly with trident. Goodness. I would say you have too much power, but I don't think that's true. Have you just been, how long have you been working on this, trident masterpiece? This trister piece? Even. Meesterpiece. Listen, there must be force that keeps Krumel at bay. That's what I'm saying. Okay, fermenting whiskey. Okay. That's why I'm saying you don't have enough power, you know, or can't have enough power, rather. Bit of trial, chambers madness, and some enchanting hunt, so a bit goodness. Alright, chat, here we are. Salute the bucket and the third sign. Okay, good. It didn't break. Alright, we've successfully poured one out for the bucket that someone lost. It wasn't me, by the way. I would never cause a bucket to be lost in the lava. Alright, but that's where I think I'm going to stop it for today, chat. I'm kind of tired. And also quite hungry, so I kind of want to get like a snack or something before I go to bed. But thank you for stopping by. I had fun. Next stream, I might try and stream Wednesday evening if I can. Because I want to play Fallout 4, because I didn't get to play any last week and all that good jazz. Thanks for the stream. I will raid one more ship and sleep too. Good, good, good. Don't stay up too late, fishy. Yeah, next stream, I'm gonna try Wednesday, if not for sure Friday and Saturday. Also Saturday, I'm going thrift shopping and to a retro shop, so maybe I'll come back with, you know, game goodies and such things. Yeah, I don't really think I have any other updates or anything like that. So let's go over here. Like I said, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Hopefully next stream Wednesday. If not, definitely Friday. So, thank you very much to Huggy, Rain, and Dodger, right? Huggy, Rain, and Dodger for stopping by and chatting on the YouTube. As well as DK Fishing and Precarious for stopping by and chatting on the Twitch. Thank you guys very much for doing so. Yeah, I don't know. My brain's falling asleep. So thank you all very much for stopping by and chatting. Thank you very much to those of you who've liked and subscribed already on the YouTube, and those of you who have followed and subscribed already on the Twitch. Thank you guys very much for doing that. I don't know, I'm gonna go comatose now or something. So, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.